Let's start it. Well, let's start presenting ourselves. Today we're gonna talk about, let me see, our subject, planning the future, setting your goals for the new year.
Sorry, change the questions?
The questions are not here on the chat.
No, I pick it in planner. Other question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think that be my mistake. So sorry. Yeah, I saw here. You are right. I get the wrong questions. Let me see. Just a moment. Let me put here the right questions. Here is this one that is.
Okay.
Yes, this question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Who wanna start presenting yourself? You want,
I
you can start. Go ahead, Beatriz.
has good morning. I hope you had a good Christmas. And I am Beatriz. I am from São Paulo, but I live in Portugal. Have 1 year. I live with my husband and my daughter. My daughter have 2 years old. I have a degree in accounting and MBA in business management. In the moment here, I little cold, and I I am here because I need to improve my English. I think it is today.
Nice to meet you, Beatriz. Welcome to the
Nice
7
to meet
a.m.
you.
class. And can you go on, Jardel, please?
Okay. I'm Jardel. I'm 28 years old. I'm married from 6 years and I live in Curitiba, Paraná, Brazil. In my free time, usually I go to the park with my wife and walk the dog. That's it.
Nice to meet you, Jardel. Thank you. And you, Erica, can you introduce yourself?
For sure. Good morning, everyone. I'm Érica. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, but I born in Ponte Nova. It's a small city in the countryside of Minas Gerais. I have a bachelor degree in nutrition and I'm postgraduate in clinical nutrition. Here in my city, I work in some public schools and I live with my parents and my sister. I don't have pets and I'm here talk like everyone in order to improve my English skills, mainly my listening and my speaking. And in my free time, I love cooking, reading books, hang out with my friends, and watching TV series. That's enough.
Thank you, Erica. Nice to meet you. Welcome. Hello, Sydney. Are you there? Can you present
Hello.
yourself for us?
Good.
Hello, how
Okay,
are you?
I'm good. Well, I'm Sydney. Currently, I live in Belo Horizonte, like Erica, and I'm 39 years old. I'm married, and like Beatriz, I have a degree in accounting and postgraduate in taxes. I have been working as an accountant for the last 20 years. Uh, What else? In my free time, I like to hang out with my family, my friends. I like to watch TV series and movies, horror and sci-fi. TV series and movies. I like to read articles about different topics. I like to study English. I started to study Spanish, so but I need to save more time to invest in it. Uh, what else? Well, by the way, I'm driving to my home, and I'd like to ask a favor in my turn to read that question. I'd like to someone help me in that task. Thank you.
We're together, Sydney. We're gonna help you. Don't worry about.
Thank you.
Good morning, Yanka. Are you there? Can you present it yourself, please?
Guys, morning. Could you listen me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can listen very
I'm
clearly.
sorry. I'm having a big problem with my internet today, so if I froze, it's because of this. Well, my name is Bianca. I am 28 years old. I'm living in São Roque with my family. I am a demographer. In my free time, I like to work out, to clean my house, to cook, to do nothing sometimes, to take a sun bath. And at this end of the year, I am trying to do nothing in some moments too. It's that. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Yanka. Well, I'm Aline. I'm 37 years old. Today I am at Recife, Pernambuco. I came here to pass the Christmas with my mother-in-law. But I'm living in São Miguel dos Milagres. It is a little village, and I have 6 beautiful cats. And I'm working as a product manager nowadays. Let's start. Who want to start reading the first one? Let's start in alphabetic order. Can you start and read the question number 1, Beatriz, please?
Yes. What is the first thing you do when starting your plans for the new year? I think the first thing is to thank for opportunities, for plans, for life, for health. I remember these things, but I think the first is to thank.
Nice to be grateful. It's very important for us in
Yes.
that
Remember
period
to
of
thank.
time.
Yes.
Totally. Um, well, following the alphabetic order, Erica, can you answer this one for us, please?
Okay. In my case, I just try to remember which goals I didn't achieve in the last year, and I take notes about which plan I'd like to achieve in the next year, and I just reformulate some plans and do others. But I think it's important when you start your plans, you think about if possible, you accomplish these goals in the next year. So, but for me, it's important to think about which goals I get good results in the year, because I do many plans, but some of that I didn't achieve it. So I think it's important to recognize my ideas in order to start new plans for the new year. That's it all.
Nice, Erica. Thank you. That's very important. Achieved plans. After that, I have a method that I use in my work, but I think we can use in our lives too. Our method, our goals need to be achievable. There is ask 5 criteria for you make a goal. I will search here and I put on the chat when you're going to talk. While Yaka, can you answer this question for us, please?
Um, I think that I go in the same way as Erica. I try to, but I try to be grateful to, and then I try to see which goals I didn't accomplish in this year, and I try to see what I made, what mistakes I made to try to avoid them in the next year. I think for some years I was trying to put a lot of things to do in a short period of time. And I realized that this is a mistake because sometimes we need more time to do some kind of tasks. We are not superheroes. So sometimes we need more time to do this. So this kind of thing, it's make a balance maybe, seeing the things that went right and the things that I could do better, and adjusting some points to try to live the life better without a lot of pressure. And even though accomplishing my goals or achieving my goals, and I have a big goal, so I try to put my goals align to this big goal. I think every year I try to get close my big goal. And well, I think it's that. I think it's that. But I have to do this yet. I didn't this.
I started, but I didn't finish yet, Yunka. I think every year I do this list, and the end of the year I look off that. Of course, in the middle of the year I'm looking for that list too, and then I do this balance. I already see my list of 20,004, and I didn't do all the things that I would like to do, but I did do something, so I'm very glad with that. Can you go on, Jardel, and answer this one for us, please?
Sure thing. And first of all, I think you need to think about the plans. And I don't know exactly about me because I don't have a specific plan for the new year. Usually, I make plans for my life and I get my goals and I study hard for that. And but in that context, I think it's good to create a plan and to create a step by step plan to get that goal or to get the purpose. And I think on the other hand, create purpose or create specific things. For example, in English, we study English, but we need to try to get a goal or to get a specific things to use the English. And with that, we can create a more easier way to understand or to learn English because you have a purpose with that. And make plans with purpose to me is more grateful or more easier to study hard for that.
Nice, very nice. And Sydney, let me read the question for you just a moment. What is the first thing you do when you start your plans for the new year?
Well, for me, firstly, I try to maintain the things that are currently working for me, working well. Uh, Usually, I have a busy life, so I need first to let me see, to divide my time for some professionals and my professional and personal life. So, and another thing is important is to see the importance or the well when I start to think a different a new plan. I important to see the value, maybe the positive incomes in it, as long as we don't have so much hours. We have only 24 hours per day, so it's important to not waste our time. And see the positive results in some objectives, different goals. Uh, Divide it. I think when we decide is to do something different. For example, the last 2 years I have failed to exercise, to do some physical activity. In the next year, I'm going to take some time from my home and from my work for at least 30 minutes and start to do some activity, or for example workout, or walking, or cycling. That the three activity for me will be easier, and yes, I think easier to do that. And I think for me it is to to try to see the value of that goals, to divide the things and your professional and personal life. And yes, I think that's it.
Thank you, Sydney. In my goals for 2024 for this year, the goal that I didn't achieve was doing exercise regularly. I didn't get there too. But in 2024, 25, I will. I'm confident. And I will put here on the chat the method that I told about you to set goals. It's called SMART. I was saying star is smart, and it helps you to set goals that you can. It's easier, or it's more tangible, I think, for you to achieve. Let me read the question number 2. Just a moment. Here we are. How do you stay motivated to follow through with your goals after excitement fades? This is a good one question. Uh, can you answer this one for us, Beatriz, please?
Yes. How do you stay motivated to follow through with your goals after the excitement fades? I think don't I think spend a large propose or goals, because it's dismotivated more fast. And always remember your propose if you put it in my goals, and you one task one time, because I always tried to do many things in the one time, and get me frustrated, because it's impossible to do something things in one time. I think always remember your purpose in your tasks, and you want task for time.
It's a good technique, Beatriz. I have a method too that makes me works. I will share after that. And for you, Erica, what do
In
you
my
do
case,
when your excitement fades?
yes.
Sorry.
In my case, I try to do realistic goals, because I think it's important. If you can achieve something over the year, because sometimes it's natural. You get disappointed about when you didn't achieve some plans. but I try to do everything my way, step by step, in small things, because I think I can get motivated when I see some results that I plan in the beginning of the year. So I divide my goals in some steps, and I measure the time. For example, in the next 3 months, I should to achieve this goal. In during the year, throughout the year, I could achieve more goals, more plans that I think about in the last year. So for me, it's important to realistic goals and divide my goals step by step in order to get motivated throughout the year.
That's nice, wise. I think when we break big things in smaller things, it's easier for get there. And you, Yanka, can you answer this one for us?
Yes, I agree with you, girls. But to me, usually what helps me, not helps me, but what makes me keep pursuing my goals is anxiety. Anxiety usually makes me be afraid of do not accomplish that goal. So it's not healthy to work in this way, but my anxiety operates in this way. I think some people, anxiety froze this person, but in my case, anxiety makes me do not sleep until get this thing done. It's not healthy, as I said, but this makes me accomplish, I think. And sometimes I learned to replan. I make my plans, but sometimes we have to replan the things because sometimes you change, your reality change, the time that you have changed. A lot of things change during the year. So sometimes you have to see this thing again to see if this makes sense yet, or how to do this in another manner, how to ask for help sometime, or things like that. So, and when I see the things that I planned, it's going right, as Erica said, that I am making, this help me to stay motivated too. I think these three things maybe, but anxiety helped me more.
I think we use the weapon that we have, Bianca. If this is your tool to get there, it's okay. Of course, it's not easy in the way, but and for you, Jadel, can you
Sure
answer this
thing.
one for us?
Yes, of course. And to me, I think to become more motivated, we need to try to get little things or little goals or break the goals in small steps. For example, uh, if we need to forgot 1 kilogram or forgot, I don't know the word peso in English, but I think we can try to forgot 1 kilogram, 1 kilo for for a 1 week or one a month, and after that we can become more motivated with it, with that little thing. And in other hand, to become motivated after the excitement fades, we need to work hard. I don't know exactly, but to work hard to create a to create a habit in our minds. And with that, we can try or we can become more confident in that achievement or goal.
I like a lot this technique. I think it's easier to be smaller things than big things.
Yeah.
I think it helps a lot. I will put some expressions here on the chat too that I forgot. And I will read the question number 2 for Sydney. How do you stay motivated to follow through with your goals after excitement fades?
Well, for me, like you guys said, it's important to break a big goal into small goals. So for that, we could see easily our improvements. Another thing is to what helped me to maintain my motivation is to recognize my improvements, my results, and reward myself with some a little celebration, maybe with my family, some happy hour. I think share my improvement with my wife, my brothers. I think it motivates me more to continue my journey. Uh, what else? I think yeah, in the first it's very common that we have a big excitement with the things, but after some time, the it could be hard to maintain some that kind of improvements because when we start the things first, when we it's all the things we learn from the zero, we think that it will be easier to achieve an advanced level, for example. But after some time, we see some hard things, difficult things, and but important to maintain and to be constant in our in studies, exercise, and things like that. So that's it.
Thank you, Sydney. I put the expressions here on the chat, and I note that we have an expression for break things in smaller things. That is, it down. Is when you divide a big thing in smaller things. I I didn't remember that. Well, I will read the question number 3. Do you make detailed plans for the year, or do you prefer to go with the flow? Beatriz, can you share how is your method for with us?
I I don't see a person that can detail plans. It's difficult for me, but I center me in the short-term plans. The the task is for one thing with time and recognize small achievements because when I see this I I see that the thing taking. I concentrate me in this thing.
Oh, nice. And let me see. Oh my God, the alphabetical order is make a mess in my head. B-E, Erica, it's you. Can you answer this one for us, please?
I prefer to do both, plan in beginning of the year and at the same time some plans I prefer to go with the flow. I divide my plans in two parts, the personal and professional one. And about my personal goals, I always detail what I do in the year and I do the my schedule. For example, I'd like to lose weight, to improve my English, to work out more. So I think it's important I detail my plan in order to achieve these goals. But about the professional plans, like Yanka said, Sometimes my plan change, my perspective about my job change. So I prefer to go with the flow and do the plans throughout the year, because sometimes the perspective about my job changed and I have to change my plan as well. And I think it's not good to have many plans, because it's so hard to accomplish, to achieve each one. So for me, I put in the first thing, in the detail more part, my personal goals, because it's important for me. I have a purpose to do something in order to improve myself. So, but about the job, no, I prefer to go with the flow. That's it.
Thank you, Erica. Uh, well, Bianca, so sorry, people. I think I don't know, I eat too much yesterday. My brain's not working properly today. Go ahead, Bianca.
Okay. Um, well, I think that maybe I works in a different way, maybe because I have some personal objectives too, some personal plans too. But when involves personal growth and other people, like one of my goals is to be more patient because I'm not that patient, and I really would like to be more. But this is difficult to plan, you know. How I'm going to plan this. Like in my job, I can plan my everyday work. I can plan what I'm going to do tomorrow and the next day and so on. But to be more patient, I can't plan my interactions with my brother, that is a teenager, and I have to have a lot of patience to deal with, or to be more, how can I say, not it's not empathic, it's resilient too. Sometimes it's difficult to plan this kind of thing, maybe to me. So this thing, I just go with the flow and try to be better every time because I failed too. Sometimes I lose my mind with my brother and so on. So sometimes I have just to go with the flow. And in my job, I can plan better, like an obsessive way, I think. I'm obsessive with control in this part of my life. And I can plan and I can replan and I can change and I can see the things, but I really have to plan what I am going with my job, because if I don't do it, I don't see the purpose. I think I don't see the things working. I don't know. So I have these two different ways, I think.
I am like you, Bianca. I have more. For me, it's easier plan things that are attached with my job or with my studies than my personal life. I was watching my goals for the next year here, and I have some goals that are abstract yet. So, in the when the year it's running, I have meetings with myself to watch my plans and to do this it down these plans in smaller pieces. So, of course, now I have a method. There is very like your method. It is connecting more with my wife. Oh, this is so abstract. So, in my meetings that I have with myself, I put some little cards of how I will do that. So, I will get her to dinner on Wednesday, every Wednesday. So, I will I don't know the word in English for that. Tangibilizando. I will search how it is in English and I will put in the chat. But that's helped me. My method is have this meeting with myself, and it's uh, watching what I'm evolving in these methods. And you, Jardel, you are a person who goes with the flow or not?
Okay. And to me, I think we need to make a detailed plan, but we need to try to get a more easier flow using the both. Because, for example, we can plan, I will go to the gym every day, 7 o'clock, for example. But if you make that plan and you break in your plan one day, for example, you can you can get a dangerous moment. Or in my mind, for example, if we create a hard plan or with hard things, for example, and we break that plan in one day, we can break for an entire year, for example. And in that case, we need to try to get little things every day, but not every day usually. We can make a plan, a more easier plan to go to the gym, for example, three three times per week, or not a hard plan. Because to me, usually that not found, or with a data-led plan, usually not found, because I break one day, for example, and I forgot my time and not do not do that and more, for example. But I think follow the flow, or get a flow, and I think that's it.
Thank you, Jardel. I bring the question here. It's tangible. Sometimes I think that, oh my God, I am inventing this word. This word doesn't exist. I'm just saying that in an English way, but it was right this time. It's tangible. And let me get the question number 3 for Sydney. Do you make detailed plans for the year or do you prefer go with the flow?
Well, I think the both. It's important to make a detailed plan. I think to track your improvements, to recognize it, and if possible, and if something uh, wrong happens, we can replan it. As long as everyone has a different life, so and different abilities, so it's important to fit your plans for your life, your day, about your skills as well. About but about the to flow, to follow the flow, I think it is important as well. For example, for me, I have been working as an accountant, so some things never change in my job. So I need to follow almost the same routine. But as well, I think it's important. It's too important to have a different vision. I think just to well maybe start to find something that can improve your day, your work day. For example, a new tool, a new technology, or yeah, start to speak with another people who work in the same area like you, how they are doing their jobs, and they find have different sides, insights, different vision. But yeah, for me, the two options, they are valuable, and but we need only to fit that things in your life.
Nice, Sydney. Um, I was thinking here that we can skip for the question number 8, because I think we already answered these others questions. It is the question, do you prefer share your plans with others or do you keep them private? You would like to answer this one, Beatriz?
Yes. I don't know English. It depends. I think it's similar, but depends of the people. Normally, I divide my plans with my husband, but I normally I don't divide my plans with others. I have the what to say. Hmm, tem, when the people and the person have eu esqueci em português também. When the person have the your costumes, don't costumes, but your costumes in things. I execute first. I After I divide the people because in my case the, the people have a lot of opinion for your plans. Normally I don't divide my plans.
I think you are a wise person, Beatriz. I did divide my plans with everyone. Oh, only with the
Difficult.
people that I love and that I trust. But I don't think that
My
we
therapist
must
said
share.
me divide your plans when you help you, don't the others.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good advice. Very good
Yes.
advice. And for you, Erica, question
Um,
number
in my opinion, for me, I prefer to keep my goals private. I think it's better because I don't like to who can I say, because some people get some expectation about your life. If you share with the other one about your plans, you didn't achieve each plan. People can say, "Oh, what happened?" So I think it's better you keep some goals private because it's about your personal life. You don't need to share your life if each everyone. But on the other hand, if the exception of the plans that I get in family, the couple plans, I should have, of course, to say about the plan because it's not the personal plans, but it's the plan that you need to get helping for other people because it's not the one plan only for you. But for example, when you try to get a trip if your friends, so each one should save money throughout the year in order to get this trip. So it's a kind of plan that you should share with other people. But it's not about the personal plan. It's about the friends plan, the couple plans, the family plans. So for just this kind of a plan, I can share. But the personal plans, no, I think is not. I think it's not healthy for everyone. Share about your personal plans with others because I don't know if each one would like to help me or could be happy with my achievements. So I prefer to keep my personal goals private, only for me.
wise woman, in my opinion. And you, Yanka?
Yes, I try to keep private too. because of this, I believe in bad energies when someone don't want or don't believe that you will do it, you be capable to do this, or want to be in your place sometimes, or just don't want the good for you, não quer seu bem, this kind of thing. So because of this, I try to keep private, and because of expectation too. I don't like people asking me after if that plan went right. Uh, Mainly when this thing went wrong, doesn't work well, and I am suffering with this, and a lot of people asking me about that. So get worse to me. So, and I prefer, because in my case, I don't believe that my family will help me or will be able to help me in some plans that I have. Most part of my plan, to be honest. So when the things go right and I tell to them, they won't have the expectative about this, so they will get surprised with this. And if get wrong, they won't know. I think it's just stay with me. It's like that.
Nice, Bianca. I totally agree with you. I follow the same line. And you, Jardel, you have a
Sure.
different way to think?
Not, I have a equal mindset about that because usually we need to get our plans in private and not share with other people, but with our family we can share. So usually I I share my plan with other people, and I think that is a problem because I don't know. I heard about one thing, and usually the people or different people doesn't like when you have a plan to become better compared then. You understand? Or if you become better compared then, and it is not a good plan for other people. But I think that is important. Create plans and work hard to get a better life. All peoples in that class or in that immersion make plans for our lives because we start in the 7 o'clock a conversation in English after the Christmas, and that is so hard, I think.
Yeah, I wake up today and I think, oh, today it's a holiday. I will do nothing. And I watch my cell phone and immersion of English right now. Oh my God. Well, and you, Sydney, let me read the question number 8 for you. Do you share your plans with others or do you keep them private?
Well, for me, I agree what you guys said. I agree with your opinions. Most of my plans I prefer to keep them private because we need to recognize that we live in a unfair society, and there are a lot of people that they judge you in a fair way. I think judgment. I think when some people criticize you, they need to show you why about that critics. But most of people they criticize you in an unfair way. They only don't. They just want to track your life and see the negative things about your life. But I know how important is to have some people who you trust, and you can share our life, can share our goals, and they also can help us continue that journey. But yeah, but most of the case, I prefer to maintain my my goals private. I just share them with my family, yeah, my parents, my mother, my parents, my wife, my son, some people who live already with me.
Hi, Sydney. Thank you for sharing. Well, I will put the survey here on the chat. If you can answer, I will be very grateful and have a good holiday. Have a good parties. I don't know. And enjoy. Bye bye.